Anthony Slater here with Darnell Mayberry at the Thunder post-game report presented by Bob Moore Ford. Game 1 of round 2 tonight, a whooping by the Clippers, 122-105, and it was really worse than that score would indicate. Chris Paul dominated and the Clippers rolled.
Yeah, they used a 24-6 run in the first quarter after the Thunder got up 16-10 and never looked back. They opened a 14-point first quarter lead. That got to as large as 24 in the first half. And the Clippers were just rolling offensively tonight. The Thunder's defense was not in the building. If you know where it went, call 1-800, help the Thunder, something. They need some help. And tonight was not a good game 1.
Specifically against Chris Paul, I think 32 points, 10 assists, went 12 of 14 from the field, 8 of 9 from 3. I mean, this is a guy, he's not normally a sharpshooter. His career high was 5 3-pointers. He had 6 by halftime on this night. So some of it is just one of those crazy nights for Paul where he's hitting everything. But some of it is they need a Chris Paul stopper. Can you help them?
Can't be much worse than what we saw tonight, guaranteed. But Chris Paul had a lot of open shots. I mean, he walked into some threes. He got some off ball movement. I mean, he was really in a rhythm, and the Thunder did really nothing to take him out of that rhythm or make him uncomfortable tonight, and they got to do a better job of that in game 2. The shooters had way too much space on the perimeter tonight. I think that starts with Russell Westbrook, Thabo Sefolosha, who moved back into the starting lineup specifically to stop players like J.J. Redick, Chris Paul, and Matt Barnes, but still they lit up the Thunder from three-point range tonight. And the Thunder's three-point defense has been an issue. You writing about it for Tuesday. They got to figure out a way to guard the three-point line a lot better in this series, and if they don't, it could be a short series.
Paul was the star. Defense was obviously the problem for the Thunder. But another issue kind of went undertold in this story, bench play. Reggie Jackson and Caron Butler combined 2 of 15. Jamal Crawford himself had 17 points in 19 minutes. That's going to be an issue moving forward. If they can't at least play that bench to a standstill, it's going to be problems once Paul and Griffin come out of the game. They can stretch leads or they can bring comebacks back.
Yeah, you saw in Game 4 against the Grizzlies what kind of impact Reggie Jackson can have when he's on. He's got to be able to make shots and make his teammates better and get shots for them. Jamal Crawford's going to come in. You know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to give you 15 to 20 points off the bench. Caron Butler and Reggie Jackson have got to be those guys that the Thunder looks to get scoring in the second unit. If they don't, the Clippers' second unit, led by Jamal Crawford mostly and Darren Collison a little bit, even Danny Granger got in a little bit tonight, they can really make you pay with their scoring. I mean, they don't really lose a step, much of a step, when they go to their bench. So the Thunder's really got to do something to keep up.
Game 2 on Wednesday night here in OKC. Really, I mean, you don't want to categorize a Game 2 as a must-win, but the Thunder got to figure something out and do it quick.
Yeah, I mean, even if they go down 0-2, you know, we've seen this team come back before. Western Conference Finals 2012 against the Spurs. The Spurs were then a much better team than this Clippers team. So I think they can come back if they go down 0-2. But they got to take care of home court. This is now 3 games that they've lost inside the peak. You see the fans all decked out in the blue shirts. They're rowdy. They're loud. They're proud. They're giving this team energy. They're getting off to bad starts and not playing consistent defense. So they got to be better at home in the playoffs.
You heard it here first. Darnell Mayberry still underrating this Clippers team. That'll do it here for the best news coverage team anywhere. Stay tuned to newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.